Ah, hello there. It's kind of been a while, hasn't it? I have not made a YouTube video in a hot minute. And even when I did make them, it was kind of a just quick run in, run out. It's good to see you all. Hopefully, it's good to see me. For those of you that maybe haven't known what I've been up to recently, which is certainly quite possible, mostly been streaming over on Twitch, just a number of different games. But I wanted to come by because I do have a couple of announcements, special announcements actually, that I'm very excited to talk with you all about. And I just kind of wanted to make a chill little video, just about stuff. So the first thing that I really want to get out of the way immediately, because it's super important and I want to make sure I don't forget, is that I'm going to be doing hosting a charity stream. Finally, after I don't know how many years of doing content creation, I finally got over the mental hump of being like scared to try something new, and I have finally set up a charity event to raise money for St. Jude's, which of course is a foundation that uses the money to help support children who have been diagnosed with cancer, and also is a really big player in discovering medicine to help alleviate those suffering from cancer, and hopefully one day cure it, all of it, and make it something that exists only in the past. So as far as how that's going to work, basically coming up on this Monday, which is the 19th of December, I want to say we're starting at noon Central Standard Time, though if that changes, I'll have a pinned comment down below. But it's going to be called Total War Suffering is the name of the event. And it's not just me. Enticity will be joining me. I'll be streaming over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Loremaster Sotek. He'll be streaming in his usual spots, at least on YouTube. I don't know if he'll also be streaming on Twitch. I imagine he will. But in any event, basically what it is that me and Enticity are going to be trying to survive an extremely difficult Total War Warhammer co-op campaign that you, the audience, will get to make more difficult for us by helping support a good cause. And basically the way that will work is that our base goal, so kind of like our hope, is to raise at least $1,000. If we go above that, awesome. And obviously whatever we get is whatever we get. And even just a dollar is a dollar that was not there before. And basically what it is that we're going to be playing a co-op campaign, and he'll be playing Scarbrand with the Exiles of Khorne. I'll be playing Kroq-Gar, the Last Defenders. And we will be playing on Legendary difficulty with the Ultimate Crisis mode turned on. And the Ultimate Crisis will be triggering as soon as possible. So we'll basically have it where I think the shortest you can make it is from like turn 10 to turn 20 or turn 25. So it'll pop up somewhere in there. And then on top of that, we're going to be using a modifier that Enticity sometimes uses on his own streams, which is that we're going to declare total war, meaning that we have to immediately declare war on every single faction that we meet the second we meet them. So we're allowed to be friends with each other and trade with each other, but him and we're going to be our only friends. Everyone else we're declaring war on and going to be pissing off as much as possible. And we're going to just be trying to survive and grow our empires. But here's where you, the audience, comes in to make things a little extra difficult. Basically, we have set milestones where once every time we reach a certain number, the audience will basically inflict a penalty on us as the dark gods of chat turn against us, which is that for every $100 we raise for St. Jude's, we will skip a turn. So basically, if we're on turn 6 and we reach the first $100 threshold, then we will finish that turn as normal. But then turn 7, me and Enticity don't get to do anything. We don't get to move our armies. We don't get to work on any buildings or anything. We just have to immediately hit the end turn button. We don't get to touch anything else. And we skip straight to turn 8. And that happens every time we raise $100. So if chat somehow manages to raise multiple hundreds between turns, then we'd have to skip multiple turns. On top of that, every time chat raises $250, so 250, 500, 750, 1000, 1250, etc. We have to destroy one of our cities as chat pulls it into the realm of chaos, essentially. So basically what we would do for that is that we would assign all of our cities a number, essentially just going like from north to south or east to west. And then I will have a wheel that I will spin for each of us, and whatever number it lands on, the corresponding settlement, we have to abandon it. And we don't get to like do any fancy stuff like breaking down the buildings to save money or anything. So for instance, and as an example, if somehow I was in Reichland and I controlled Eilhart, Altdorf, Ubersreich, and Grunberg. And so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, and I spin the wheel. If it landed on 2, I have to abandon Altdorf. If it lands on a 4, I have to abandon Grunberg, etc. And then finally, if we reach our overall goal, which is $1,000, or miraculously, if we make it to multiple thousands, every time we cross a $1,000 threshold, we have to completely destroy one of our randomly selected armies. So once again, we would just look at like the list of our armies, and we assign them all a number, and then spin the wheel, and whatever number it lands on, that army has to be completely and immediately disbanded, which can obviously be super brutal, especially if it's like your favorite army. You know, you roll a 1 and get rid of your first army. So that's going to be the charity. It'll be this upcoming Monday. It should be a really fun way to kind of help towards the end of the year, and also gives me and Enticity a chance to kind of give back to a good cause. So hopefully you will all join us for that. We would love to have you there. Obviously, the more the merrier. And even if you can only give like a single dollar or whatever, any amount helps. So please consider showing up to that and helping support a good cause. So I will be spamming news about that throughout the week as we lead up to it. As far as the channel goes, I have a lot of big plans for this channel in 2023. I know things have been very quiet for the last few months, at least. A lot of that was just kind of due to everything. I mean, it's not a secret at this point, and I almost feel bad bringing it up because it feels like I'm just kind of giving an excuse, which I guess it is technically an excuse. But yeah, I mean, with the whole thing, ever since like Chloe's health declined and Chloe passed away, I don't know. I just wasn't really able to get in the mindset to make much in the way of content, which is why I was pretty much just purely streaming. I have been really enjoying streaming, and I'm really glad that it's provided me the opportunity to continue interacting with the community and enjoying games and stuff with y'all. Which, as a further note, I've also been GMing or game mastering a Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition game. Kind of it's like D&D, but in Warhammer Fantasy with some different rules and stuff. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of people have really enjoyed watching it. I will include a link down below if you would like to go watch them. They're all available on my secondary channel, which is called Game Master of Sotek, where I upload essentially like Twitch VODs or like playthroughs of games. So I'm gonna have that entire campaign up over there. I think I just uploaded the 4th episode recently, and it's the entire episode. I basically cut out the fluff at the beginning and end. So you can go watch them. I don't think they have ads. I don't know. That channel's not big enough to run ads. So they should be ad-free. But unless YouTube just throws stuff on there, which I would not put past them. But consider subbing to that channel if you'd like. I'd really appreciate the support. I'm also very soon going to be adding on my Chaos Gate Demon Hunter playthrough, which we're working our way through. And once it kind of settles down from the recent update, I'll be finishing my Witcher playthrough and some other stuff. So if that kind of stuff sounds interesting, consider checking that out. I'll also probably have some footage coming up over there for some other games, such as like Rogue Trader. I played in the alpha. It was a really good time. That game seems like it's going to be absolutely amazing. Some other stuff like that. As far as this channel goes, though, we're kind of going to be returning to our roots, which is just Warhammer lore. I'm kind of messing around with various different ideas as far as the specific videos. Obviously, there will be a lot of Total War theorizing as well. I have a video coming up that I really want to do about the missing legendary items from the game. So, like, there's a couple of legendary lords who are actually missing really important items from their characters, which is weird. But I'd like to make a video about that. And then, of course, talking about changes I'd like to see made to the game and hypothetical DLCs. Like a script I've just finished writing that I'm going to be doing a video on is called The Witch and the Hag as a DLC proposal, which I hope you'll all find interesting. But there's that. And then, like I said, lore stuff. I'm thinking I'm probably going to try and aim for some shorter form lore things just to kind of get back into it and kind of the storytelling element of it, where I think I'd like to start covering like specific units or specific monsters and kind of exploring their lore and the narratives around them and stuff like that. I am excited to get back to Gods and Myths, which the first episode is the only one out right now, which is the nature of the soul, which if you haven't checked out, I would recommend. That video is going to lead into the second video, which is going to be on the old ones. The reason I haven't done that video yet is because right around the time I started the nature of the soul and I was starting to write the script on the old ones, Cubicle 7 like formally announced their Lustria book, which should be coming out sometime early next year. And there's going to be a ton of old one lore in that book. And that's something else I want to start covering a lot, is also the new lore of Warhammer Fantasy. We have so much new lore, and it's beautiful and wonderful, and it's been super exciting to read. I just got to start making content on it. And I'd really like to get into like Age of Sigmar lore and a bunch of other stuff. But that's kind of everything going on right now. I do really apologize again that I haven't really been around that much. I feel like, unfortunately, it's just kind of my go-to when I get really stressed or anything, is that I kind of start shrinking away from YouTube to focus on other things. But I am eager to come back and start making videos. Of course, there is, I am working on Queek. It's kind of one of those videos where I write or like 2 or 3 paragraphs and then I immediately delete them, then write a different set of paragraphs, and then I don't like that, so I delete that. And it's just kind of an ongoing battle of it's been like so long. I think a part of me is scared of releasing anything that isn't perfect. And yeah, I need to kind of get over myself on that, but it's difficult. That anyway is gonna be it for this. I don't want this video to be long, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off because I got other stuff I gotta do. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all ready for the holidays, and that there'll be a wonderful, relaxed, happy time for you wherever you may be in the world, and however or whatever you may be celebrating. I've missed y'all a lot, and I hope you're all excited for more stuff, because I am. But in any event, thank you again, especially for all of you that have been sticking around and just kind of waiting patiently. I cannot express how much I appreciate it. I hope to see you all for the charity event on Monday, and consider checking out my second channel if you're interested in catching up all the Twitch stuff, but like you just don't want to deal with Twitch or whatever. And also, it lets you skip around easier and stuff. So thank you again, and I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.